Santa's got his flip-flops on.
Hey Craft friends, it's Kelley here with Kelley Krafts It All. Today I am coming on to share with you what I am sending my swap partner Gloria for the 2025 Christmas beach swap. Don't mind the dogs, they're barking because the trashmen are outside, so they're having a fit. But anyhow, this is hosted by Cathy's Creative Crafts and more, and Tree Craft On. And I will link everybody's information in the description box, so please go over and show them some crafty love. I'll link, I think Gloria even has a YouTube channel, so I will link that too. So this is what I am sending to Gloria. We did have some requirements. We had to, a beach tote mini album, and then you had to include 2 sets of embellishments, 1 set of shaker embellishments. Everything else is crafter's choice. 2 to 3 store-bought items and a pair of sunglasses. And so I hope I've met all the requirements and then some. Okay, now I have a lot of this packaged up because I wasn't even thinking about having to record a video for what I was sending, and so I'll do my best. Okay, so first off, I have gotten her some washi tape. I mean, it's not exactly beachy Christmas theme, but it's kind of like a little extra, but it had some cameras on it, and I thought, you know, Santa would probably take pictures of his vacation. So, I have that. I made her a air freshener for your car. You hang this up in your car, and it smells. It's not real strong, but it smells. And then I just put my little label on there. Here was some of my embellishments, and I kind of went to like, almost like a doodle-bug doodle-pop kind of thing where you just keep layering everything up. So I did some of those. Alright, and then here I did the rosettes, and I had made the Santas and the gingers and the snowmen, and I did them out of paper, and then I put UV resin over them. So it's kind of what I call a faux shrinky dink, and I might do a tutorial on these for y'all, because I love using shrinky dinks, but I don't like cutting it out by hand, and Cricut is not the greatest at cutting it, and it will dull down a blade in a heartbeat. So it's not my favorite to use. So I had gotten this from Miss Tiffany over, she's, I forget what her channel name is now. Sweet, I'll link her down below. She's Sweet Jazzy Stuff or something like that on YouTube. But she does the D-Stash every Saturday and sometimes Sunday, but mostly on Saturday. And she was D-Stashing, she has a D-Stash sale. So she was D-stashing, and I thought this was really cute. It's Starfish Anna. So it's just a, you know, a rubber stamp. So, but it had the beach theme to it, and I thought, oh, you know, I'll send it along because we had to do some store-bought items. So there's one of my store-bought. Here's my shakers. I did a sunscreen, like a lotion bottle, suntan lotion, and then I did a seashell. I got some glue strings in there with just a little mermaid on it, and I decorated them a little bit, but kind of let them plain so that they could decorate them themselves if they wanted to add to it, if they were, you know, in a project. And some other store-bought items. They had this little beach house. I got this, I think, at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, one of the two. So I picked this up because it was beachy, you know, Santa would have a beach hut, but I just kind of left it how it was, and Gloria can do with it what she would like. If she wants to use it as something to display, or she wants to use it in a project, she's more than happy, or she can pass it along. Another store-bought item, they had these at the dollar store. It says travel in summer, and it has, you know, things that Santa might use on his vacation. And then I did this one. This is inspiration by Ebony. She is sharing more on YouTube, and she showed how to do this, and I just thought that they were so cute. So it's just, you know, a chipboard, little clipboard, and it just says Santa's packing list. And then put a little gingy. I received this in a swap years ago. So I put this together, you know, just something extra. This is my album. Here is my album. And this was the main requirement. And they were doing the summer beach tote, but you didn't have to. If you didn't have that dye or whatever, it was fine. Well, I have Cricut, so. I Cricketed mine. Trying to do this without crinkling too much. So I just put some of these curly ribbons. I sprayed them with starch and wrapped them around a dowel stick and then steamed them with my iron. And then let them dry and came out with those. And I just, Cathy, who was one of the hosts, she sent me these in my, last year. And they're so gorgeous and I had to use them. And I think she sent me this bow as well. And, this was in a swap and I put that on the front. And then I had these extra little flowers that I've gotten in swaps because I like making flowers, but I just don't have time, and I had a bunch in my stash, so I borrowed them. And then a lot of these I cut out on my Cricut, and did them on, like, photo paper, and this one says vacation and relaxation, and there's, like, a little, you know, inner tubes. And then I just cut some tags out that she could journal on, and tucked them in here, and this is a tuck spot. And I left it plain so she could just put a picture in there of whatever she'd like. And this one's plain too, so that she could tuck in. And then this one I did a little, there's Santa with his scuba gear. And they had that on there. And I was like, okay. And I found him, I think on Creative Fabrica. And I downloaded him and printed him out. And this is just a little like a little plain card. Just you journal in. And then this one's blank so that she can, they all have tuck spots. And we were supposed to follow Soleil. I'll link her too. If I remember I'll link everybody that I've mentioned. So we were supposed to follow Soleil's tutorial. So I followed it pretty much as for what I could. Because I didn't want to gunk it all up with everything, so that way she could use it for actual pictures. So I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff. And that's just a little folded piece of paper. And another little tuck spot. And then that's the back. I left it plain. So that is my summer tote album. Santa wouldn't go on a vacation without his camera, so I thought this was really cute. They had these at Dollar Tree over the summer, and I picked up several different ones just to have for swaps in case I needed them, and I thought, oh, this is ideal. So, and I think this just comes off, or this unscrews. I'm not sure, but there's the straw thing where you can drink out of. I think this comes off here. Yeah, this part comes off. And then it has this handle. You can take it off if you don't want it on there. But I said, you know, another store-bought item. And then here are my sunglasses. And I had bought these right at the beginning of summer because Cathy was doing something on her channel. And she had mentioned something about getting sunglasses for the summer swap. The summer Christmas beach swap. So I said, okay. So I got these ones, and I bought those like at the very beginning of the summer, and I put them away so I would have them. And then I got some of these at the Dollar Tree. These are those sweet drink markers. Well, Santa might want to have him a little chocotini or a little martini or something, and he might want to mark his glass. So I sent those along. I think we had to have, did we have to have a beaded, I don't remember if we had to have, no, I don't think we had to have a beaded item, but I did. I did a beaded pen, and I found this, I can't remember where I found this focal bead, Timu or somewhere, but anyhow, so I just put some beads on it and put Santa, he had his sunglasses on, so thought he was appropriate for the swap. And then, let's see, I did this cup for her. And inside, it has the straw and the brush cleaner. And then inside, I didn't do this beach theme. I just left it plain because it's just an extra. It wasn't a requirement. So I just put her, what I've been using for everybody is that little crafty thing. I sublimated this. And I put her name on it. So she's got a crafty mug. It's been my new fun thing to make for hostess gifts for swaps. And I made one for Anna. I made one for Miss Diane. And I made one for just anybody that has hosted a swap pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much just been making those for hostess gifts because, you know, the host has a swap, and let's say she's got, 14 people swapping, and all 14 people send her a hostess gift, and it's all the same, like if it's like Disney themed and you get 14 people and 14 people send you everything Disney themed. Wow, that's a lot. And I'm like, I know I would enjoy it. I would be ecstatic and thrilled that I got a hostess gift, but it would be kind of like Disney overload. So like Diane, I sent her a mug like that, and I stayed away from the Disney because when she was doing videos and doing reveal videos, I'm like, oh, this poor lady's got so much Disney. I think I'll switch it up and do something else that she could use every day. And then I sewed Gloria this tote. I had this fabric left over from the first year that I did it. And I think I had Tree, so I may have sent Tree a tote. I'm not sure. I think I did. I can't remember. I may not have. I don't remember. But I made her this tote, and it's got pockets all in it. And then inside the one pocket there, I sent her a pair of those scissors. These are really nice scissors. I got these at Ollie's. And they had these on marked down, so they're really nice, cute little, scissors you can fussy cut with, or whatever. So that is what I am sending Miss Gloria for the 2025 Christmas Beach Swap that, like I said, is hosted by Cathy's Creative Crafts and More and Tree Craft On. So make sure you check that description box below and, go check everybody out, subscribe, show everybody some crafty love. You can join their swap next year. Hopefully they'll have a 2026, and if you'd like to join their swap, I'm sure Cathy and Tree would be more than happy to have you. So yeah, so that is all I have for today. I have another swap that just came in. It's my ice cream social swap that Anna, I think her name's Ann Loca 71 or 72, something like that, but I got that video coming. I got her box came in the mail yesterday after I left for work. So I've got that video I got to do, so be looking for that too. So Gloria, I hope you like what I sent and you will enjoy this. And I know I have such a good time with this swap. And I couldn't wait for it to come out. And I kept asking Cathy, you guys going to host it again? You're going to host it? And she's like, yeah, we're thinking about it. Well, then they went ahead and posted it, that there was, but we didn't have a date. And I hadn't even started. And they're like, okay, so it's going to be on the 16th. And I'm like, oh, crud. Of August, I believe. And I'm like, oh, crud. The 13th or the 16th, one of the two. I hadn't even started, so I had to hurry up and get things done. And so I did the best that I could. And I hope Gloria's happy with it. And it was late. It's late getting out. I was meant to do this on Saturday and take it to the post office, video it, and take it to the post office. And Friday night, I woke up in some weird pain. I never had pain in my legs like I had that day. I was beside myself. So I had to put up with that all weekend. I didn't want to go to the emergency room because they weren't going to do anything. I know our emergency room. So I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. I wait till Monday and I'll see the doctor. So I did. So she took me off work Monday, and I laid on the couch and bawled my eyes out because my legs hurt so bad, my back hurt so bad. So I pulled a muscle in my back, which then apparently it did something with my legs. I don't know, but it was awful. So anyhow, that's all I've got for today. So y'all take care, stay safe. Remember, I love each and every one of you. And again, Gloria, I hope you're happy with this. And please check out the description box, and please go show everybody some crafty love. Take care. Bye-bye.
Red suit traded for a neon sarong.